welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you're enjoying the beautiful snow we have covering the area right now. I love it. It's so great. We want to thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to have a great show. We're going to be talking about the cancer auction, the Eagles Cancer Auction, as well as the Owatonna Incubator. So it's a fun time to join us today. We love that you do join us right here on Charter Channel 8. But if for some reason you can't catch us on the cable channel, please feel free to join us on YouTube or blip.tv. And then there's, of course, Facebook. The great thing about Facebook is when you like us now, you can win a pair of tickets to the Steele County Blades home games. And I think there's probably only a few left of those, so just make sure you like us on Facebook. If you have liked us on Facebook or don't have Facebook, you could always send us an email at owatonnatoday@charter.net. Now we're looking for ideas, things that you'd like to see right here on the show. So if you do have an idea, you can send us an email there at owatonnatoday@charter.net, or feel free to give Leanne a call at 390-5751. We're going to be back. We're going to be speaking with Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Incubator, so make sure you stick with us. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty.
And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet of Horizon Eye Care Professionals. Eye care you can trust. We're proud supporters of Owatonna Today.
And welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show. I have with me Doug Johnson from the Owatonna Incubator. Hello, sir.
How are you?
He wanted me to sing this morning, but it's not going to happen. So, Doug, I want to talk to you. First, Owatonna has been around for a while. The city itself has been here for a while. And throughout its history, we do have a history of businesses that started here. Just startup companies. Can you list a couple of those that maybe people might be familiar with that have started here in Owatonna?
Well, I think probably the biggest one that sticks out in my mind is when I moved back here after being in the Navy, I worked for OTC. Mm-hmm. So the Kaplan family definitely comes in, but you've got the Wengers, Federated was started, Jostens. We've got a great history in this community, this area of entrepreneurs, and that's an area that I hope to help grow and build a ecosystem that helps support the entrepreneurs. Again, the thing we're kind of focusing on, the incubator, my board has kind of challenged me. 2013, we're going to really focus on developing an entrepreneur, easy for me to say, an inventor support network, that ecosystem. And again, that's the reference to singing is, I've called it the entrepreneur and inventor ecosystem in Owatonna, or EIEIO. And, all my time at Truth, they didn't really want engineers involved in marketing. And this is obvious reason, right? EIEIO. I've been working really hard on how you make, Owatonna had an incubator, EIEIO, but there's a lot of syllables.
There are.
In all of that and trying to make it work. But again, it's really a push at the incubator of how do we support these entrepreneurs? It's been highlighted and documented about just kind of the Midwest mentality. We're hard on people that don't succeed.
The first time.
The first time.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I think this network is trying to do is, it's a risk. It's hard to stick your neck out there and be an entrepreneur or inventor and do something on your own. We'd like that support network. There's a lot of people that have been very successful in doing a number of businesses. We've had success stories come through the incubator. The three big ones that stand out in the Owatonna area is Foamcraft, the retrofit companies, and concept and design all came out of the incubator system. So there's people that have been successful entrepreneurs, have done some great things, and spun off other companies.
Doug, if we can, let's start with the word entrepreneur, because it's we all know it. It's a very word we use, but what does that really mean? What is an entrepreneur?
I guess
it sounds fancy to me. It sounds like something in New York, not here in Owatonna. What does that mean?
I finally can spell it. That's
can you?
Sweet.
So I'm not trying.
Yeah, entrepreneur. It's really about somebody who takes a new idea and puts the resources to work.
Okay, so they have a concept.
They have a concept.
And they start the wheels in motion. So it doesn't necessarily mean they have to have all the answers.
No, and again, part of what I've seen is a lot of them have either a technical background or a sales and marketing side, and that's always kind of the challenge. Is that how do you bring that together and help them and drive on? Again, I'm more technical, so I might build the better mousetrap, but I have no idea how to sell it or market it or build the logistics chain to manufacture it. Those are the things that we want to try to bring together and help people do. It's also a risk to stick your neck out. If you're working in a job, you've got nice salary and you've got benefits, it's hard to make that break and say, okay, now it's all on me. And how do you support them and build that network? Building a business plan, building financial projections that everything will work out. Again, it's managing the risk so that we minimize the problems that can come up. And again, business entrepreneurs face many challenges and they've got to be ready for them as best they can. And then if things do go wrong, it'd be nice to have the support network to help lift them up, find the next great idea, and help them go, because they've got a skill set. They're a human resource.
Yes.
Much like if we found gold in them there hills, it would be important for us to be able to take that resource and put them back into the system.
Well, that's what's interesting about the Owatonna Incubator. Oftentimes we think of it as a place that has just develops the ideas that were already created, but what you're trying to do is actually go one step before that and say, if you have an idea, come in, talk to us. We'll hook you up with people who have maybe done the same process that you're doing right now, gone through the same process, so you don't have to do this alone. It won't be as scary or as intimidating.
Correct, and that's a perfect example of it. Is we're trying to get this network. We're going to try to pick the third Thursday of every month at 7 o'clock and meet at the incubator.
And that's in the morning or at night?
At night, 7 o'clock at night. And have an informal network and just an opportunity to ask those questions. Again, there's a lot of people that are entrepreneurs that are in their basement or in their garage or utilizing commercial kitchens around the area and doing some things that just don't know how to get that step. In fact, I walked in today and had a question on my email on somebody wanted to know how to do an LLC and get a tax ID number. Do I really need those? I mean,
when does that happen? When does that, in the process of you developing your business, when should you get that? Yes, and so this Thursday, those are meetings where you can ask those questions and get the answers. But I'm guessing you're also wanting people who know those answers to come as well.
That's exactly right. I need both sides. I need the people that are asking the questions, and I need those that have been successful as an entrepreneur, or even those that have learned things along the way as an entrepreneur. We joked earlier, it's getting close to Lincoln's birthday, and the history books talk about how many times, Lincoln had challenges before he was successfully elected, and then finally on to being president.
And one of the most successful presidents, if he had given up early on in his political career, I'm a failure, then he would never have changed history like he did.
Correct.
And so I think that's important. Another thing I think was fascinating that you said is that people who have a creative mind, they are a resource. And so to give them that safety net of, yes, you can fail, it'll be okay because we'll go on to something else, I think is really important just to keep that creative mind going. And so how are you going to continue to do that? How do you do that? How do you work with somebody who maybe has had a failed product to encourage them to keep moving forward?
I think we build on the fact that they already know how to take the risks and can take it out, and just kind of step back and say, what did you learn? What were the challenges? How do you go on? The joke we always had as engineer is, if you don't like this design, you should have seen what I threw away. Because before I ever launched something and threw it out there that I had designed, I had gone through many iterations and thrown it away myself. So a lot of times it just helps focus, helps guide, and again, it's hard to find people that are willing to take that risk. So if there's somebody that's willing to do that, we just gotta, as a community, as an area, have to figure out how to support them and to get them to doing that next great idea.
And so that's what these meetings are about, is getting that initial step, coming in, saying, this is what I'm thinking about doing. What's my next step? And having people who've been there say, well, this is what I did, and don't do this, because that doesn't work, and this could work for you.
And this is what I've learned. Again, a lot of times I find when people already know the answer, a lot of times they just need to talk through it and get some confidence and to go on.
And that's another great idea. So not only you're getting confidence, you're getting the resources, but the confidence as well to say, yes, that is a good idea.
Right, right. And we may find people that then develop maybe a partnership. Again, some of the statistics say that 70% of the small businesses that are successful are partnerships, which is kind of interesting because, you know, my first concern is when you're a partner, that's a pretty risky deal in itself because you are tied very closely to that person and whatever they do. So, again, that may be an offshoot. The people that are inventors or entrepreneurs, you know, they love that like a child. So they're really
their
tied
baby,
into
isn't it?
It's their baby, and they want to make sure that they do everything they can to nurture it along and make it grow.
Yeah. Well, and you know, there's the saying, it takes a village, and the same concept can be for this idea as well. Is you have this great idea, but if you don't let other people in to see it, you might miss out on something that could actually make it even greater.
Correct.
And so it can be and should be a collaborative effort. And that's what I love about the Owatonna Incubator. It creates this collaborative world so people can come and be creative in a safe place. So let's tell again, when is this meeting and who should come to it?
Again, the first meeting is going to be February 21st at 7 p.m. at the Owatonna Business Incubator. And if you think you might be an entrepreneur, come. If you think you are an entrepreneur, come. If you know you're successful as an entrepreneur, we'd love to have you. Again, it's going to be a slow starting process. I understand that, but we're taking this step forward. I'm being an entrepreneur here now. I'm going to stick my neck out.
Doug.
We're going to take a little risk, and we're going to try to get people involved and going. So February 21st, 7 p.m.
Hope it's a success. We'll have you come back and let us know how it went. Sound good?
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back on the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Diane Wilson of Profinium Financial, the bank that helps you achieve your financial dreams. Profinium Financial is proud to be a supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
The Owatonna Police Department would like to remind you to drive safely this winter season. Clear all snow and ice from your vehicle's windows before driving on the road. Turn on your headlights to increase your visibility to other drivers. Reduce your speed to match the road conditions. Increase the distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you. Approach all intersections with caution as if they were slippery. Doing these simple things will decrease your chances of becoming involved in a fender bender this winter season.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hi, this is Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better. At Amy Swain Hearing Centers, we offer many different brands of hearing instruments because everyone has a different lifestyle. Let me, Dr. Amy Swain, help you find the best hearing device for your hearing needs at Amy Swain Hearing Centers of Owatonna, Austin, and Waseca. Call 1-800-804-3361 for an appointment today, or visit my website at www.amyswainhearingcenters.com, because you deserve to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, my name's Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
And welcome back. You are watching the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. I have with me Dale Benjamin with the Eagles Club. Hello, Dale.
Hi, Shelley.
How you doing?
Great today.
Good. You probably are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel because you have an event coming up that I think you've probably been working on for a long time.
This is the biggest undertaking of the Eagles Club in Owatonna every year, and it's our 51st.
Oh, goodness.
51 years in a row. We hit 50 last year and never looked back. I mean, the guys got together and said, no, that's not the end. It's the new beginning of the next.
Well, it's because it's for a good cause. It's also been very successful. So let's talk about it first of all. It is the annual Eagles Cancer Auction. And let's talk about a little bit the success of it from last year. It was your 50th year.
Right. And it was a record year in Owatonna. We had just our auction and money line, $33,000 were raised. And
just in Owatonna.
Just in Owatonna.
Wow.
And then that's all pooled together. There are 70 Eagles clubs across the state, and here in southeast Minnesota, the Eagles clubs all take this as their biggest project.
Okay.
And it's pooled into the KTTC Channel 10 telethon, and that was the 59th year for that event.
Okay.
I mean, I think the station went on 60 years ago, and right away they started with the Eagles telethon. $906,000 were pledged, so that was a record as well.
Wow.
Just great history, great tradition, and the money all stays in Minnesota. We are so lucky here. Some of the greatest scientists in this world fighting cancer right in our front yard, so to speak. Our money goes mostly to the Mayo researchers, but also at Hormel in Austin. They have a cancer institute, very active and leading edge, and of course the University of Minnesota, world class. And so we provide funding assistance to all of those programs. And once they make breakthroughs, they share that technology worldwide.
As they should.
Yes,
They shouldn't
absolutely.
just keep it with us.
And it's so cool. We've got to, because the Eagles are a big part of this, we've got to meet these scientists one-on-one. And, these are the guys in the front line with the microscope, in the robe, and they're winning the battle. It's really, really great to see. I think of people like Jerry Kabista and Jim and Kathy Sandberg, Bob Bishop, that have been involved in this thing for so many years. And when they started, cancer, the C word.
Oh, yeah, you didn't say it out loud.
Was,
no, you whispered it, didn't you?
Yeah, and now with all the efforts over the years, and again, these scientists, world-class people.
Well, it reminds me a little bit, we were just talking about the Owatonna Incubator and not giving up. And these scientists are those people who they are not going to give up until they find a cure for this. And that's why we are continuing with these auctions.
Right.
To help keep funding those research.
And there are certain areas of research where it's even preventative. They're thinking of ways that, through the cellular technology and such that they may be able to prevent you even getting cancer rather than, fighting it after you've got it.
Yeah.
So it's very, very exciting things. And Eagles Clubs in Owatonna, we've been here 105 years. And it just blows me away. You think before television, radio, before electricity, before telephone, we had an Eagles Club.
And that's because it is a place for people to come together and do things that better their community.
Yeah, and the cancer auction is just a great example of it. It's kind of a destination. There's food, there's fun. Eagles Clubs is a national organization. There's about 1 million Eagles in U.S. and Canada. And their national theme is people helping people. Well, in Owatonna, we had people helping people and having fun doing it.
At the same time. And so that's one thing we can look forward to when we have this. So the auction, when is the auction itself?
The auction, Friday at 6:30 is the kickoff, and I'd invite you to come on down early. They've got plenty of food, plenty of seats. You can get your favorite chair or location or table if you've got a group. And so Friday at 6:30, Saturday we'll follow up with a final session at 4.
Now, and I find this interesting because you have broken it up into 2 sessions. This is a live auction both days.
Live auction, totally live, and people are so busy. Every household has at least 2 jobs, it seems like, or 2 or 3 or 4.
If they have kids, February is a very, very busy month for all sorts of tournaments.
So this gives everybody a chance to participate. You don't have to be present. We do accept donations. In fact, over half our stuff comes in this week. So we'll still take cash, checks, money, because that goes right to the research people, you know. If you can do items, we actually get as many items from private donors as we do from businesses.
So what are you looking for? If somebody says, you know, I love the Eagles, I love the fact of what they're doing, I'd like to put together something, what kind of things would you look for?
Well, and that's where anybody can help. In fact, one of my favorite things is the pickles and the garden items or those fresh baked goods. I mean, our auction is the best smelling auction in town. We have these things that are right out of the oven and come down to the club that evening, and it is so much fun. But there's something for everybody. If you have a pet, we've got items, the veterinarians and pet food donate things like that, automobiles, oil changes, service, things for your vehicle. It's Valentine's.
Yes, it is.
Everybody procrastinates, right?
No, not me.
All you have to do is raise your bidder number. Leanne has a shot of our basket down here.
It's really beautiful and
that's
adorable.
just one of like dozens of Valentine baskets we have.
Well, and it's one-stop shop. So even if this is a perfect little girl's basket, you would just warm some little girl's heart with this basket if you gave it to them for their Valentine. But I'm sure there's other baskets where you could give the socks to Grandma, you could give the bowl to Aunt Susie, you could kind of parcel it out if you wanted to as well, and hit everyone you love.
And we've got the more, you know, couples kind with the wine and the evening out, wine and wine glasses, or we have beer themes in some of the baskets.
Because, you know,
something
some
for
people
everyone.
do have that kind of, that's their taste, they prefer that. But yet, so we have a little things, but there's going to be some bigger ticket items that I know you want to talk about, and we do have a picture of one of them actually here as well.
Yeah, if Leanne could get a shot of this, this is a one-of-a-kind Harley-Davidson themed patio fireplace. John and Deb Schlichter, who have been big contributors for a long time at our club, and especially to the cancer auction, refurbished this, just like the guy on the History Channel.
Yeah.
They brought it out of the ruins, and now it is really a sharp-looking Harley-Davidson themed patio fireplace, one of a kind. And boy, if we can get 2 or 3 bidders interested in that, that could be a really nice item.
Well, and that's what's, again, one of the things that you've done is because you have these two days of auctioning, what you'll do is somebody can bid on an item on Friday, but then, and possibly win it on Saturday if theirs is the highest bid moving over to Saturday.
Exactly. Like Cybex has been very generous and donated one of their art machines the last several years, and usually we'll take the highest bid Friday, hold that over till Saturday. The Friday bidder can still win if they can't come back, or they can leave a higher bid with us, and we'll make sure that, you know, the highest bid wins, because it is a fundraiser. It's a, you know, your donations are fighting cancer, and that's the bottom line. We want to.
So, but we have other things. We do have the live auction. What other fun things do you have for that day?
Oh, there are, you know, the area, Steele County is such a generous area. We've got so many of the businesses have donated gift certificates to their business, food, entertainment, motel stays, again, the pets, just about anything you can think of.
But then you also have other entertainment there as well, that night.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I would have not wanted to go without mentioning Sue Blair is going to be there. She does caricatures and things like you see at art places where she'll draw a cartoon character of yourself.
Yeah.
And that'll be Saturday. Sue Blair will be there.
So and that's something that you don't bid on, you just go and while you're during the auction,
and then
you
she'll
have your
donate
character.
the money. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
One year we had massage there, and so that was good. We've got a lot of baskets. I know Westbridge donated one that was a $200 value. It's got a half-hour massage in it, skin lotion, one of the brushes, and all that kind of stuff. So just
truly something for everyone.
Everybody.
And this is a family event that you want to encourage people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then talk to us a little bit about what kind of food will you be having there for people to...
Well, there are 2 ways to go there. We have the front Eagles Bar and Grill, which has their regular menu, and then in the back we'll have a special, like a burger basket and a couple other choices so that you can get your food quick, or...
you don't have to leave in case your item is coming up and you're starving. You can
if you don't care to wait, right.
Yeah, okay, good. And so let's give the details again. When is this happening?
This Friday, 6:30 is the start time. Encourage you to come down early so you can check out hundreds of items.
Because it is a live auction.
It is a live auction. And you only get the one chance.
Right. It's
and
fun.
with all those items, we have to go quickly. So if that's your favorite, we want to have that number in the air. And,
okay. And then on Saturday at 4:30?
At the Eagles Club downtown,
downtown
on Rose Street, downtown.
And who's your auctioneer this year?
We have several area auctioneers that donate their time.
Oh, that's fun. Well, it sounds like a great time. I hope people make it again this Friday and Saturday at the Owatonna Eagle Club. Thank you so much.
It's fun, too.
It's been a joy meeting you. Have fun. We'll see you later, and we'll be right back on the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jake with Napa Auto Parts.
Napa has the know-how for all your automotive needs.
Napa is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Have you talked to your teen about marijuana lately? Maybe you should. Regular marijuana use can sap a teen's motivation to learn. Users do not live up to their potential and drop out of positive activities. Marijuana affects memory and learning and stays in your system for weeks. Marijuana also affects judgment and perception. Reaction time when driving is reduced by 41% after smoking 1 joint and 63% after smoking 2, affecting the safety of your teen and other drivers on the road. You need to talk to your teen about the effects of marijuana use. It's not just a harmless high. For more information, please contact the Steele County Safe and Drug-Free Coalition.
Hi, I'm Jan Hansen, and I am at A+ So and Back, the fun place to be. We are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. We do want to give you a few quick community service announcements. Do you love your pet? Do you really love your pet? Well, there's a chance for you to enter a picture of your pet in the Sweetheart Pet Contest. This is for the Steele County Humane Society. They're holding a picture contest. There will be 2 categories this year, one being a picture of you and your pet showing how much you love each other, and the other is being of 2 or more pets showing how much they love each other. If you'd like to do this, it's kind of a fundraiser for them as well. The cost is $5 per pictures, and you can send a picture and a fee to the Steele County Humane Society Attention Photo Contest. That's P.O. Box 220 in Owatonna 55060. Please include your name and your pet's name, your phone number, along with a picture. They should be postmarked by February 21st, and winners will be contacted on March 2nd. Now, they are going to be, just all of these pictures that they receive will be displayed at their pancake supper at the Eagles on March 15th. Now, if you do submit and you do win, the pets are going to get a pet-related gift baskets for the first and second place in the 2 categories, which again are pet and people in the photo and just pets in the photo. So if you do love your pets and you just think they're the cutest things ever, well, now's your chance to prove it to the world by sending in those pictures. The Owatonna Public Library's winter reading program for adults begins 2 days ago, February 1st, whenever that was. It's already started and it goes throughout the month. It's called Hot Reads for Cold Nights, and it encourages and rewards adults who continue to make reading a part of their lives. It can be a traditional book, an e-book, an audio book, anything like that you can think of. There are no quotas. You can register as often as you like for a weekly prize packet. And in celebration of leap year, there will be an extra drawing at the end. All they do is that you list a title or author that you would like to recommend to a friend. Is it leap year this year? No, so it's not leap year. I don't know what that is. But maybe this was last year and they forgot to take that part out. So stop in and register and pick up a book or 2 or 3, and you can check that out at the Owatonna Public Library. And the Steele County Historical Society is hosting author Michael Eckers. We're going to have him on the show later this week, so make sure you stick around and watch that. And he has been a Steele County resident since 1990, and they're having him on Thursday, February 7th at the History Center. That's this Thursday at the History Center in Owatonna, and they'll be talking about the books. And because the History Center is now doing the Homefront, Minnesota Homefront, talking about what kind of things happened during World War II, and some of his work is also involving with that, so make sure you check that out. And of course, there's always the Steele County Historical Society's History Detective and Time Travelers program that's coming up this Thursday, and it's a great opportunity for preschool-age children to meet, as well as time travelers, and find out more information at the Steele County Historical website. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday.